It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be going over the 4 new EVO cards added to NBA 2K23 MyTEAM today, including Bernard King, De'Aaron Fox, Dejounte Murray, and Kenyon Martin. Now, I've actually got Dejounte Murray right now, and I'm working on his EVO. You guys might want to know what it is. It's just 100 points and 20 assists, I do believe. 5 second chance points, but that's easy enough to do as well. So I'm going to do that, not on this video. I'm finishing up a game right now. But then right after this video, that's what I'm going to be working on. So expect a Dejounte Murray gameplay very, very, very soon. And I already know what his updates are, so I'm kind of cheating. But let's go with Bernard King first, okay? And with Bernard King, Kenyon Martin, these are cards, you might not think of cards that are, great, but it is kind of nice that they are giving all these cards EVOs. And then we'll talk about all of them. Bernard King up first, 6'7", a 7-foot wingspan. Comes with 10 Hall of Famers, 23 on gold, 3 on silver, which obviously is a big time upgrade. Does become a pink diamond, 85, 3 ball, 95 driving hook, 89 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 95 speed acceleration. Gets that 92 lateral quickness. Interior goes up 14, perimeter goes up 10. Gets Hall of Fame clamp breaker and quick first step. Like, even if you don't think these are that big of boosts, trust me, they are. He also does get the limitless takeoff as well as posterizer. Now, again, I don't have Bernard King right now, so I personally can't see if any of his SIGs change. I know for Dejounte Murray, though, because I do have Dejounte Murray, I don't think any of his SIGs change. So, obviously, when we get to Dejounte Murray, I'll talk about him more specifically. But again, when I do change view, it shows stats, badges, but it does not show anything changing as far as his SIGs are concerned. So that's something to kind of make a little bit of note of as well. Not to say it's, the biggest deal in the world, but those things kind of do matter that little bit. But Bernard King, obviously with PJ Tucker's base, that is a good release. Normal leaner, pro dribble style. I mean, the card's really solid, especially that he can play the shooting guard position. He looks very similar to a guy like Grant Hill to me. Very solid EVO if you do already have the card. Now, again, he is a lock-in, so, I mean, you can't just pick him up. De'Aaron Fox. I know this card is auctionable, obviously. Most of you guys know that. I've never really been that high on De'Aaron Fox. I've always thought, he's not. I never have really appreciated how good he's been this year. But even when the card came out in mid-November, he was solid. Like, I obviously wasn't the biggest fan of him. But that doesn't mean De'Aaron Fox wasn't good. He was fast. He could shoot. His release was quick. I mean, he did have a lot going for him. I just personally didn't love the card. So, I mean, maybe that's a me problem more than anything. Obviously, this is what he looked like without the EVO. With the EVO, he becomes a pink diamond. Gets a few more badges, and 10 of them become on Hall of Fame. Important to note, okay? His interior defense goes up to a 78. That was one of the main reasons I personally said you can't run De'Aaron Fox because his interior defense was horrible. And the fact that I just thought if you ran the card, he is going to get mashed too badly. Like, I just didn't think it was possible to run him with that interior. Now he's got a way better interior. 3-ball goes up to an 89. Driving dunk goes up to a bit. Steel ball handle goes up. Speed acceleration goes up a bit as well. Gets Hall of Fame ankle braces, ankle breaker, dimer, hyperdrive, killer combos, all on Hall of Fame. Fearless finisher goes to Hall of Fame. Still does, at least right now, doesn't look like he can get limitless range. Now, I wouldn't be surprised with the EVO if, that can be an added badge then, or if all of his badges then become upgradable. But again, I don't love the Trae Young dribble sig, so Trae Young dribble style, so that's going to be part of the problem, at least for me, when using this De'Aaron Fox card. Like, I like the card. I think the card is great. I just hate the Trae Young dribble style. So I probably won't be as good with De'Aaron Fox as the card actually is. So when I do the gameplay, just kind of know that and expect that. Dejounte Murray up next. Came out on November 4th. When this card came out, okay, he was great for no money spent players. The problem is he's now and his price probably went up. He was now the gatekeeper basically for Tim Thomas. So that is why, in my opinion, 2K made this card good. Now, hopefully next week we get an update for DeRozan, just because I feel like, look, if people are going to grind MyTEAM Unlimited that long, they need a really usable shooting guard small forward. And DeRozan at this stage of MyTEAM just is not great. But Dejounte Murray's base card was really solid. Again, the interior wasn't great. With the EVO, he gets 10 Hall of Famers, 24 on gold, 2 on silver, 1 on bronze. 3-ball becomes a little bit better. Still standing dunk, not great. Speed with ball becomes a little bit better. Speed, acceleration. Strength goes up 25, which is important. But the bigger deal is his interior goes up to an 83. I can't stress how truly important it is the interior going up to an 83. Perimeter goes up as well. Block goes up. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that his block, is great. But going from a 32 to a 59 is a pretty big deal. Steal going up 10 as well. Combine that with the fact that he gets fast twitch, fearless finisher, Giant Slayer. Now, Giant Slayer, you guys might not think is a big badge. But remember, most of the point guards he comes up against are going to be 3 inches or taller than him with Magic and Penny in the game. Hall of Fame ankle breaker, clamp breaker, hyperdrive, killer combos, gets all of those. Okay, defensively, gets ankle braces, chase the artist, interceptor, menace, all on gold. Still no anchor on the card, which I personally wish he had after the EVO. But y'all can't tell me that this EVO Dejounte Murray does not get a lot better, number 1, and number 2, second of all, become at least minimum a top 10 point guard in the game. I don't know truly how valuable Dejounte Murray is going to be. Again, that's something we'll have to work through and monitor. But y'all can't tell me he's not top 10. Like, at very minimum, I think he is that. Still, I don't think his SIGs change anything like that. I would have liked to see his release get on quick, obviously with the EVO stuff like that. But it is what it is. I'm not going to complain too much about it because I like Dejounte Murray. I'm actually going to be the first one today with the Dejounte Murray gameplay. So make sure you guys do tune into that. Kenyon Martin, last but not least. Now, he was a Season 2 takeover reward. Now, I do believe, I don't think this is going to come in necessary. I do believe you could possibly get him in the token market if you wanted to spend your tokens on him. Now, don't do that until I tell you to because I don't think he's probably going to be that good. But just kind of know that, okay? Because I don't think I've got Kenyon Martin as far as a takeover reward. But again, you could go and get him. Now, base card was pretty rough. Again, he's going to need a big defensive upgrade to become valuable. And badge-wise, I see it, man. He gets a lot more total badges in general. 3-ball goes up 4. I don't know exactly what this release is like as well, but his 3-ball goes up 4. That does matter. Driving dunk goes up 5. His standing dunk is already good. Ball handle, speed with ball become where they need to be. Basic dribble style is horrible. I wouldn't be surprised to see his SIGs change, but right now they haven't, at least on 2K database. Defense, this is what I was talking about. I mean, plus 174, and most of these matter. Passing accuracy, defense, these things matter. Gets Hall of Fame anchor, post lockdown, rebound chaser, a ton of these other gold defensive badges. Gets Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, gold unpluckable, finishing wise becomes really good as well. I'm gonna say this right now. At the power forward position, and you guys might disagree with me, and that is all okay with me. At the power forward position, if his dribble SIGs get changed, which again, that's a lot to ask for. If his dribble SIGs get changed, he is going to be up there with being one of the best power forwards in the entire game. He's got the normal leaner, got a lot going for him. The problem is I don't think his dribble SIGs get changed. Even if they don't get changed, which again, I don't think they're going to get changed. And even if they don't, I still do like Kenyon Martin. I think basically, to me, and this is just my opinion, you guys can take it for what it's worth, I think he's going to be like a better version of what Mel Daniels is. Like when you compare the cards, and he's got a duo, which we will look at, what he's like with the duo. But even without the duo, guys, very solid in general. And I just think very comparable to Mel Daniels, probably with the better release. Now, what happens if you give him the EVO and the duo? Now, I would never recommend running Jason Kidd. But here's what you're looking at then. Hall of Fame interceptor and rebound chaser as well. Or an interceptor and what else? He gets interceptor and another Hall of Fame defensive badge. What is it? Clamps? It is clamps. So he gets Hall of Fame interceptor and clamps if you do want to run Jason Kidd. Again, I don't know if that's something I'd recommend doing just because I don't think Jason Kidd is probably who I'd want to run at my point guard position. But it is kind of an interesting dynamic and something that is interesting to think about if you are trying to run like a, let's say you're trying to run like a Brooklyn Nets theme team. Okay, that's a very interesting thing to think about at that point then. So, honestly, with these EVOs, I don't hate any of them. The problem is, here's the problem, okay? Kenyon Martin right now is 200 tokens if you don't have him. Dejounte Murray is probably, what, 400K? I mean, a ridiculous price. De'Aaron Fox, again, might be the only affordable one today, and he isn't cheap by any means, okay? It's not like he's like 10K or anything like that. So that's kind of the problem with these EVOs, is that they aren't inexpensive. You are gonna have to spend up to kind of get rewarded with them. But, I mean, look, they're all pretty good, right? And that's the thing. I'll take them being pretty good and not easy to get. Bernard King, I'm just never gonna be able to get because I'm not locking in the Deck the Hall set. And, elsewhere, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, depends on his price, might be worth it. Dejounte Murray, definitely not worth it, but if you've already got him, like if you've already got Tim Thomas, then you're like, okay, does Dejounte Murray maybe play? Well, then that's something to think about. And for Kenyon Martin, if you have him already, which you guys might because he was free, then maybe you're looking at playing him as well. So in general, guys, I actually like this drop. We also today did see takeover reward Jalen Duran, Stephon Marbury. I'm just going to go over them really quickly because I don't think either of them are that great. Jalen Duran at first. I mean, defensively is pretty solid, but offensively, I hate to say it, is kind of a lot. I don't want to say liability because he's really not bad, can dunk the ball, has some decent badges. But the problem is he's not going to be able to shoot the ball well, has a 63 ball, his release on slow. I just don't think Jalen Duran is ever going to be that useful. For Stephon Marbury here, 6'3", 6'4", wingspan. If you don't mind the Trae Young dribble style, he's going to be fine. I mean, it's that simple. As long as you don't mind that dribble style, he's fine. Literally the exact... Yo, wait. Okay, I got the wrong Stephon Marbury. I was like, no way they put a copy and paste card. But yeah, we already did have a glitch Stephon Marbury, so they are a little different, I guess. The new one's a little bit better, but again... For no money spend players, it's not bad, but it's not a card I'd really hype up over like a Donovan Mitchell, or I don't even like him over like a Drew Holiday. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.